The other side hasn't.
That's it, exactly. But that's normal anyway. One side shouldn't. One side just locks where you reach through and clip it. If I remember, because my 74 was the same, where one side had a catch, the other side just had it. So my 74 was the same for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to get a quick video of it so I can update.
Yeah, it's like I say, come anytime.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to interrupt that. But
no, it's like I say, it's.
Have you found any original colour on it yet?
Well, there's black on it.
Black. There's blue metallic is what I've seen.
See there?
Yeah.
I've seen quite a bit of black on it.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the other sides, it just made me think.
Oh, I found the original colour.
Blue mink.
Blue mink, but I definitely found it. There was a hole here, and I definitely found it under there.
Now it's off as well.
Yeah.
But that's not blue mink.
No, that's again that was painted hammerite.
Yeah,
that was.
That's why it's all split out.
Yeah, that was hammerited. That was. But I'm guessing you've blacked that then, have you?
This is epoxy primer.
Ah, yeah.
Just to stop it getting rusty again.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's anti-rust stuff. So I repaired this here.
Yeah.
After looking at it,
Yeah.
I just did another door bottom.
Absolutely.
It's only going to come through again, so yeah, I'll chop that out again now, start again.
Yeah.
The inside's done.
So can you just buy the lower door panels then?
Yeah. Put one on the other side, I've done the inside and out on the other one. Yeah, you get this piece here.
Well, that's it then, isn't it? I mean, then it's done.
Well, like I say, this one's had the around. You can't see it, it's on the panel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't put much of it in it. I've sealed it on the inside, like.
Yeah. But yeah, well, it's done then, isn't it?
Well, the rest of the doors seem pretty good, like I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are different. Both.
Yes.
On both doors.
Oh, yeah, I know.
See, that one's a bit tiny on that.
Yeah. Well, I think the passenger side might be early and the driver side might be late.
Okay.
I think it was the catch that was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense that because I saw on both sides.
Hey up, he's a mechanic. Hey mate.
Here he is. Hey up, mate. Yeah, on here when I saw you stripped it down,
Yeah.
there was like a big.
Well, I thought I seemed to about you were saying it's been damaged one side. I thought, I wonder if it's had a truck or something just caught like a wheel on it or something like that.
The reason why I thought it had been damaged is because the guy who set it up at Kedger Motorsport said it felt like it was 10mm out on the back end on the mounts. So he ended up offsetting the axle a bit to get it sitting square on the floor. No, okay. That's what he said anyway, I mean. Because he was trying to set it up. That's why it's on compression struts now, because he couldn't get the anti-roll bars to go properly. Right. So he's like, it's definitely had a whack at some point.
It's had plenty.
Yeah, it's had all its life, I reckon. Well, like you say, there's just little weird oddities on the car that you think, why have they done that? Inner wings being the main one.
Well, it's like the floors as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you feel like the floor's about this thick.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, somebody told me, well, it even says on the advert, second floor pan skin, so it's double floored.
Yeah, it's had floor pans on the inside, and then obviously somebody's done the underneath as well. There's probably 3 skins, probably the original ones underneath there. I wouldn't be surprised. Because, like I say, it's been welded from the chassis straight out to the edge.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense at all. And as in, it's not really something you do to prep a car for rallying.
Well, it's
or is it a 90s or an 80s thing?
I don't know. Like I say. The wings don't fit right because all this was all on, so that's why I chopped all this off again now.
Yes, so
because everything was wrong at the front, so the wing won't go on. So
on this side, it had a repair in 2020 where the bottom of the wing was corroded, so they chopped it and made it up themselves. But only on this side, I don't think on the other, because at the same the rear valance around the exhaust here was repaired, so there was rust here.
Yeah,
and that's been chopped and redone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Higgledy-piggledy, but
it is a bit higgledy-piggledy, yeah. So that was done back in 2020. Yeah. What else was it? Yeah, this is due to the fact it had it was an early '68 car, so these stuck out. The fuel cap would stick out. Why they've changed that? Because this what made me question whether this car really was a '68. Because I was like, Why would somebody go to that trouble? But everything else points to it being a 68. It's got the pointy heater bubble, it got the compression strut holes, and that has been chopped out. So, because I was thinking, God, this could be any type of car. But it has got the early mounting for the shockers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's it is returns, like you say, at the end of the day, it's an old car.
Yeah.
You're going to get things changed over the years. Like you say, especially the Escorts and that. It's like all the boy racers had them changed bits and pieces over the years themselves. And
Yeah. So I'm guessing it had quite a bit of filler in it.
Well, what it is nothing's been fitted very, very well.
No.
I mean, without getting involved big styly again, like this, it's quite deep in, and the same as the arches. Whoever's welded them in, it's needed to be filled because it's pulled all the side.
I'm with you. So what, you found filler in the first place? Yeah, it's just full of filler anyway.
Well, it's going to have filler in. Like, so when you weld the arches in, you have to fill them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't drilled it out again yet. Put a patch in there because that was all rusty around.
Yes, I remember trying to take the bumper out. It literally just fell off on me.
Yeah. So that's been patched. But like I say, meantime you've done bits and pieces and there was dents and the skin ended up basically skin.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's
like I say, we get it all in that black stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously just a matter of rubbing it flat into off and then 2K priming it.
Yeah.
But I ended up, I started at the front but couldn't put the wings on without doing all the
you've got to get it right to match it all in.
I thought I'm going to do the doors and then start at the back and then sand the doors on. Because this is all been, obviously, well, not so much these, but on the door, the hinges have been taken off and welded on again. So
yes.
This is all, I make everything right. So
absolutely.
And like I say, the wing edges, because I've done all that, as you know, when I first started, but when I come put the wing on, the wing wouldn't sit on it at all, it was all over the fucking place. So I've ordered 2 wing edges.
Yeah.
They might have come actually.
Lovely.
So they'll have to go on.
Yeah.
That one's not too bad, so I don't know that.
It's just, so that's normal depth, and then what on earth they've done here?
I mean, even that there's probably a ½ inch thick. I mean, so that isn't very thick.
No, that's not very thick. I remember drilling that because I was going to put an ECU box on here from a distributor, and I ended. That'll fit on there. I've just ordered another door bottom for that. That should be. I forgot to bring the bloody infill. I'll bring them with me next time for the.
Once we get to the stage where.
Yeah.
Once I get to, well, I've had the door, I've lost one of the hinge pins unless it's fallen inside there. So that's all
You've got the chassis plate safe, haven't you?
I haven't taken it off.
It was on the.
Was it?
Yeah, 100%.
If I take it off, it'd be in the box.
That's all right. Yeah.
I've taken off, I put it in the box.
Yeah, it was definitely there. Because I did think about taking it off, and I thought, no, I'll leave it for you.
So if I take it off, I'll put it in all the bits in the box.
Because the thing is, it hasn't got a number now on the body because of the.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was there, so you'll have it.
Many of them will have it.
My Mark II hasn't either, so I need to get that stamped at some point. So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, the floor pan, like you say, apart from the.
I noticed where them and them these here.
Yeah.
The bolts are about this long, but I'm not surprised because the floor's like that piece of the floor there must be nearly 3 inches thick.
It doesn't make sense. It really
I think
doesn't.
it's got to go through the chassis. That's why.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's an old car. Like
it's an old car. It's just some of the.
Like you say, going totally bonkers on.
It's just some of the things that they've done where you can see like 3 layers of floor pan there. And there.
Yeah.
Even the box section looks like it's 2 layers.
These have been put in.
I riv nutted them.
You've done them, have you?
Yeah. Well, them 2. What happened was one of them broke, so that one I had to do was a temporary thing, and then it came temporary permanent. When I took the seats out.
I mean, all this it's all wow. It's a floor pan in there.
Yeah.
So definitely, like you say.
But all this.
It has been. Oh, there's one of the bolts. That's how long they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, we fell through the floor.
Well, I've got pictures of it 20 years ago, mid to early 2000s, and it still had all of this Yeah, dark blue, but the inner wings and all that, everything looked as it does now. So it still had the recessed fuel cap. That you could see where the rust was in the fuel cap. You could see where there was a rust by the exhaust, which they just, when the guy who had it after and restored it, you saw he just filled it over where he needed to and whatnot.
Well, it's like you say, there's a difference between like restoring them and decommissioning them, if you like.
Well, exactly, because he didn't keep it long. He kind of did it and then sold it on to this Pure Speed, and then I went and saw it.
Like you say, if you're restoring it, you'd have been putting quarter panels, flitches.
I'm not restoring it.
I don't know what you'd have saved, probably the roof skin.
No, I'm not restoring it. It's not an RS, it's not anything, it's just my Mark 1 Escort.
Yeah, well, say, just want it to last you for a bit longer. And
I'd like to get at least another 10 years out of it. That's what it lasted me last time. But I'll try. The thing was, I was all giddy when I first bought it, which meant I was scared just driving it in the rain and this, that, and the other. Took it to Le Mans, I took it to the Lake District and really enjoyed it. But when I took it to the Lake District, the whole car got flooded like up to its sills. Right. So I'm not surprised that it started to rust, because it just was the heaviest rain I'd ever seen. The whole car was flooded, electrics started going mad, everything. And I ended up having to dry it out over a number of weeks and do bits and pieces to get it working again. Yeah, it was them bad floods back, I think 2017, when the lakes were underwater. It was on the news. So yeah, this needs to. I mean, we'll just underseal that, can't we? I suppose?
Yeah, so I'll scrape all the loose off, and then I'll shut it all.
That's it. Just give it.
One of the two you want.
Whatever works the best. Because again, like, it was all painted body colour, and I was like, nah, black. I want it black, because then it's easier to look after.
Well, that's the same with mine, isn't it? They're nice when they're brand new.
Yeah.
But as soon as you've used it a bit, and you've got a few road chips and bits of rust running through. Because, like I say, mine, like all the seams, like you get like bits of dirty rust running out the seams.
That's what my Mark II's doing on the engine bay. You can see where it's been welded, and then there's rust runs.
I mean, I tried wax oil with all the side of the chassis section. It's
yeah, it's just the way they are. It's old cars for you, just bare metal inside everything.
Yeah, well, say keep plodding on, doing bits. And say we'll get there in the end.
Well, I'll get them in a flitches to you at some point. All it is like a...
Yeah, like gussets.
That's it, gussets for there, just to strengthen it a bit.
Yeah.
It's not the chassis flex.
She won't forget there.
And like I say, if you want to pull the cage out, you can. I don't bothered.
Yeah.
But if you want to keep it in, you can.
But make it easy, try to do something with it.
That's what I thought. I mean, I'm not... It's not... It's a show cage anyway. It wouldn't protect me for a second. So, like I say, if you want to chop it out, you can use it yourself or you can bin it, whatever you want. That way then we can get... I'm more interested in having a roof lining than I am in having a roll cage in it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be a bit of a learning curve on the roof thing, because I haven't done myself.
Yeah.
So what my plan is perhaps do it in that Alcantara and stuff.
Yeah.
Put that
quite thick
foam.
Oh, foam, yeah.
Foam first.
Yeah.
Or glue it to the foam. Yeah. You can buy self-adhesive Alcantara as well now, so if I get a piece of foam that will tuck in here, cut it first, stick it to that, do these bits then, and then tuck this in first, and then tuck the headline in there. It should look half tidy. The hardest bit will be obviously doing something down the back there, but I'll mess with it. We'll get something done.
Yeah, because I mean, it comes to kind of where that gutter is.
That's right, yeah.
And then it kind of comes down at a 45-degree angle and folds under.
So it's not a big issue doing that. Just turn them under at the edges to tidy it up, like, or even bring them down the pillars to the top of the dash.
Oh yeah, that'd look good.
We'll have to go with something there.
Absolutely.
Get right to that stage.
Yeah. Mega. So things like the boot and all that, they're okay. Is it under the body, where there's a bit of rust?
I haven't done anything underneath the lots. I was hoping these are going to be like the easy parts, so I was leaving these till last. Same as the roof. Really, I sort of stripped the roof first, but I thought, well, I'll mask it all up and strip the roof.
Well, hopefully you won't find too much in there.
No, what I was hoping, like I say. Get sort of the big, heavy rubbing and filling done. And I'm glad you pointed out, because I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Cause
the other thing is, you were on about... You're not putting any badges on your wings, were you?
No, not RS or nothing like that. All I'm going to have is
because they've come pre-drilled, so it's like, well then.
Oh, well, I could put badges on that don't say RS2000. I could have Super or something if I can find it.
I mean, the Watts are quite big, aren't they? You'd have to.
Yeah. Maybe I can get it.
It's an issue. I mean, you can spot welding them up.
Well, the badges I've got are just stick on, you see.
Right.
The RS2000 badges. But I'm not going to do it as an RS2000, so I'm quite happy to not run any. So, yeah. Well,
yeah, we'll just the badges.
all I was going to have was Ford Escort.
Yeah.
Because I think it's got the holes for Ford. Yeah, so there's the Escort.
Yeah.
And you can see, again, that was a sticker.
One, yeah.
So I've got the badges and everything, but I can do that after.
Yeah. Yeah, just as I noticed when
Right. Well, because when they be Mex wings, then they will. They'll have the holes.
They come with the holes for the Mex badge.
Yeah.
Mexico, it's like a biggest Mexico badge.
Yeah, they are. They're quite an oblongy thing. Yeah. Well, it's looking all right. Like I say, it's been a bit of a surprise for you in places.
Well...
But I suppose it's kind of par for the course with these old cars.
Yeah, well, like I say, we started off with a pair of wings and a respray, and then a pair of wings and fillers and door bottoms and all sorts.
But I'd rather that than you just cobble it together and say, there you go.
Well, this is the thing, at the end of the day, you were into it,
yeah.
And the bottoms of the doors were shagged anyway, so you don't really want to be leaving.
No.
The only way to leave is if you're selling it.
No, I'm not selling it.
So
it's never going anywhere, this isn't.
My little beauty's coming on steady.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks ace. Mark, the bubble arches really suit it, I think.
The Escort ones, they are.
Yeah.
I'm saying, trim them all down for getting fit on. It's obviously completely different shape
Wow.
and size.
Yeah. Well, it will be, innit? I mean, it's a 105. So it's completely different. It doesn't share a single bit, really, does it? With an Escort. Wow. Yeah, that's mega.